let's get started. So we're going to do our different sounds that are letters. Julian, can you actually move over one shoe? Thanks. Thanks. Alright, so when we see the O at the end of a word, what does he say?
No.
What does he say though?
Oh.
Oh. What does he say sometimes? Oh. Okay. What about these two?
A.
A. I want you to think of a sight word that would say in it. Think of a sight word that's going to say. Gabriel, you got one? What is it? The. Good. And Ernesto, you got another one? What do you think, Julian? What about?
Okay, so we start
With. With. Good. Okay, what about this one? Shh. What is it?
Phone.
As in
Phone.
Good.
Ow.
Ow. Ow, right? OW says what?
Ow.
Ow. And what's one of our sight words that would have the ow in it?
Flower.
Well,
Now.
now.
No.
Now, right? What is it? Now or
How.
Good. As in what word? Strawberry. Good. What is this one? Boo. E. Good. Okay. Now. Good job. Alright. Now, this week we have been reading a book. And Gabriel, what has our story been about this week? What about teamwork? Yeah, so things that these two characters do as a what? Team. Okay? Now today, I want you to think, before we get started, think about something that this story reminds you of. Okay? Think about something this story reminds you of. When I say go, I want you to turn and tell your partner one way that this story, what this story reminds you of. Okay? It reminds me of. Turn and tell your partner one thing that it reminds you of. Go. Okay. Gabriel, what does the story remind you of? It reminds me of? When you and your dad rode your bikes, and why does it remind you of that? What from this story reminded you of that? What did the characters do that was the same? Yeah, so they rode their bikes and it reminded you of you and your dad riding your bike. Okay, so today we're going to read this story. And when we read this story, we are going to look at how this story can relate to us. Okay, so how can we relate to the story, or how can we be the same as the story? Before we get started, we're going to go over our vocabulary words. What was this one? Basket. And when would you use a basket, Ernesto? When would you use a basket? When would you see one? If you're doing what? Yeah, if you're playing basketball, okay? What is this word then? Throw. Okay? What's this one? Said. Down. Into. Do. Okay, today you're going to read the whole story. Go.
Teamwork. Teamwork. Look at me, Elsa.
Make sure you're paying attention to punctuation.
The ball. I can let me ball. Let says Sam, I can ride my bicycle. I can
Okay,
ride
so
my
what's going to happen when we do this combo?
I can ride
Right, we do a little pause. So ready, let's try that. Look at me. Ella said Sam. Good. Good. Make sure they move those commas. What happens when you move a comma? You take a little pause, right? Let's try that. Let's try that little pause. Again. Try that again, Gabriel. Pay attention to the words. Remember, it's not a race, guys.
I can fly my kite to Sam into Sam along the tree. I can fly get your high up, sit and look at my kite. Look at and watch me. I can get your just a watch me. Yes, up the green makes it the makes it. I can get your kite. Yes, Sam. Just watch me. Teamwork.
Are these 2 words, Leanne? I think it's just one. So we're gonna, let's do your finger, do it with me, okay? Ready? Teamwork. Ready? Let's try that. Teamwork. Good. Yeah. I like how you're paying attention to your punctuation.
Look at me.
Let's try that again, Gabriel. Let's do the words. Ready? Start again.
I can throw the ball and you throw it into
You're doing a great job reading and smelling.
Look
Leanne, you're doing an awesome job reading.
I can fly my
Good job reading. Good job reading.
I can
Okay, let's pay attention to our okay, so let's read it with me, okay? And we're gonna put our pauses in. Ready? I can fly a kite too, said Ella. Okay, can you see how we paused in there? We use these little pauses. Okay, keep going. I don't think this is me. Let's try that again. Okay, close your books. That's as much as we have time for today. Alright, so today I said we were going to look at different ways that we can relate to the character, or different ways that we are the same as the character, okay? But before we do that, I want you to think, what was the title of our story? What's the title of our story?
Teamwork.
Teamwork, right? Now, I want you to think, is that a good title for our story? I want you to think about it. Don't shout it out yet, okay? Think about it. You're going to think about if it is a good title and why, okay? When I say go, I want you to turn and tell your partner if it is a good title for the story and why. It is a good title or it is not a good title. Because, okay? Go tell your partner.
It's a good teamwork because
Is it a good title? It is a good title.
it is a good title because their shares
Okay. Katie, do you think this is a good title for the story? Yes or no?
yes,
Why do you think so? Because they're working together and they're doing stuff as a team, right? Good. I think it's a good title for the story too. Now, I said we were going to find ways. Make sure you're paying attention. Thank you. I said we were going to find ways that we are going to relate to the story. Okay, so I can relate to the story.
I can relate to the story.
Okay, so something that is the same are ways that we can relate to the story. Turn to your partner. Bill, how can you relate and why? How can you relate to that character in the story? Please start to clean up, guys. What are you the same as the characters? What can you do that's the same? Tell your partner.
They play basketball. They keep on. They throw balls.
And what do you do that is the same way?
I do that the same as I throw balls.
Alright. Now, I said we were going to relate to our partners. I noticed that you relate to the story. Did we do that today? Did we share with our partner ways that we could relate? Yes, we did. Your hands. Great job working together today.